Keep it going, keep it going. Any more beans running around these parts? Okay, yep, the answer was a resounding, of course, you moron, there would never not be beans. Collect all the beans! They're like Pogs, except even less interesting, which is a phenomenal feat in of itself. And apparently I'm in Star Road from Super Mario World. Go figure, okay. Right, well, okay, guess we'll just do another quick little old save-a-Rooney. Always better to be safe than sorry. Safe saving and whatnot. Alright, we got more evil bricks. Now they got past the door. Well, that's just anybody's guess. Alright, and no doubt these weird crystalline tubes that are up here for some reason, well, more than most likely either bode wonderful objects or perhaps terrifying enemies. Either way, we need to activate all of the thingamagroobers, apparently. Very well. I shall ignore that weird, tentacly alien monstrosity, for he scares me on a deep emotional level. Alright, and it appears we've got another one of these things! Yay! And you thought you saw the last of them. The answer to that question was a resounding nay. Alright, onwards! Let's find the thing. Alright, that was not the way to the thing. And as much as free money is nice and everything, I totes don't want that, yo, so back off, Action Jackson, and give me what I really truly want. Okay, well, then again, free money, always acceptable. And keep it going, can barely see where I'm going, not a fan of that. Always make sure to carefully look at who's expected to hit that button. And keep going. I'm not sure if we made an entire... Okay, I was like, didn't we just make a giant circle? In a way, yes, but we still succeeded where we needed to. Alright, so before we have the babies drop down... Okay, just wanted to make sure there was nothing else they had to do up there. Otherwise, I would have been very upset that I had to do that all over again. Okay, interesting. Okay, I guess this is probably what I remember being annoying and complicated. Okay, so we can't have more than one activated at a time? What kind of malarkey-tarkey is that nonsense? Okay, clearly there is something going on here that I am none too privy to, and that angers me on a deep emotional level. Alright, so there's supposed to be something there, but there ain't. That's never good. Okay. Oh, dingle-dang, I don't like where this is going at all. Okay. Let's see. Oh, fantastic. Okay, hang on. I gotta hit this thing again. Alright, red, green. Okay, fine. Red, green. And if I remember correctly, it was like red, and then green. And what were the last four? Oh, it is green, red. Okay, and then red, green. Fair enough, good sir. And there we go. Ta-da! Now give me access to your weird arcane abilities and whatnot. Weird star block thingy. You know what's weird? We have confirmed scientists in the Mushroom Kingdom universe, and yet we still have no answers for why any of the things that do what they do in this universe do what they do. Get Neil deGrasse Tyson in this dimension so we can use his beautiful science voice all up in here. Only he may find out the answers. And he has to find real answers. He can't just say, oh, that's impossible. Like, good for you, dude. You proved fiction is fictional. Alright, so this is concerning on many levels. There knew there'd be a monster down there. Why did I even think otherwise? This is why you never take chances in life, everybody. It always results in bad things. Alright. Color me one confused man in several different ways. Alright, let's see here. Perhaps it's a specific order that needs to be done? Let's see here. Hang on. Hold up. Maybe. I don't know this for absolutely certain, but maybe. I can hit this one, and because they're on opposite sides, that bears some sort of significance? Yes! The answer was yes. Okay, I'm supposed to be paying attention to the color of the beams. That's fair. I get you. Okay. Alright, so this one makes a... Let's see, a purple and a blue. Not entirely sure about that one. Okay, I think the one I hit first had a purple one in there. That's my belief. But yeah, okay, yeah, I gotta hit them at their intersections. That's fine. I understand. As we continued, that's a space piranha plant! What kind of sense does that even make? Get that noise out of here. Alright, so, yeah, alright. You just gotta whack them all in the right order. I could definitely see this making me in 2004 very confused. I was even dumber and worse at games then than I am today, as hard as that is to imagine. Alright. Not bad, not bad. It's not as complicated as I feared. But yeah, this definitely would have caused me to get very angry and frustratedly confused way back when. Alright, so logically and mathematically, it should be all too clear that this one here will give us what we're looking for. Just like so, right, okay. So because I'm going to have to hit that button twice. Fine by me, I suppose. Again, let's do our best to ignore whatever these things are. We have important puzzles to solve, not time for monsters to fight. And badaboosha. And that should give us the yellow connection. Bing, bang, boom. Now all we need is that last one, and we can actually make some progress again. You'd think they would have, I don't know, put this before the Stargate thingy? I don't know. Seems like a much more convoluted and better security measure than the heart-reading star door thingy. But that's just me. I'm not whoever built this weird celestial area in the sky. If I was, well, it probably wouldn't put it where it is. Not a fan of heights! And there you go. All the connections have been made. Question is, how do I get to tube? How do I tube this the tube of U's? How do I do? Looking for a way around. Perhaps this way is the way that needs to be? Oh, okay. Suddenly there's a path here that there wasn't before. Good to know. Were there other ones? Okay, good. At least I didn't miss an obvious thing. I did have to go where I went, so that's something. And even more nonsense. Okay, sure. Why not? More saving. Well, I did want less battles and more, story progression. That's definitely what I'm getting. So, I certainly can't complain. And I've got to fight this thing at least once. I have to know what this thing is called. It is the Piranha Planet. Ha! Okay. Alright. You know what? That's okay. That one I'm fine with. That was worth it. That was worth it. That is a terrible pun. Keep the fireball going. Yeah, okay, well, that could be a lot better, but it could be a lot worse. Then again, I killed everything in sight, so really, that was the best possible outcome regardless. I'm okay with all this. All right. Hey, more mushrooms. I was really running low. Thank you for that. Ooh, hello. Feast your opticals. I do believe that's a Cobalt Star Shard, so, expected to get nabbed from just under your mitts real quick. Or it's going to be, just a pain in the butt to get. Either way, nothing's ever easy. It will bring us to a total of 4 shards, won't it? We must retrieve it. And boom. I'm sure this will do exactly what we expect. No, it opens up the door instead. Oh, hello, it actually came down. Yes, things are going swimmingly, so that means disaster is about to strike! Oh, hey. Okay, first of all... Okay, you answered the first question on how you got a Lakitu to bring you here. Step 2. How did you know where we are? I mean, I know you've got important stuff to tell us and everything, but still, boy, oh boy, I've been shaking the bushes for you boys. Open the mirrors and listen to this for once. It ain't got nothing to do with scoops. Get this, I stumbled onto something so big, it's even bigger than big. It started when I fell out of the mothership while I was flying over Yoshi's Island. I didn't die, by the way, thanks for looking for me. Yeah, see, what happened was I bounced right off Toadbert's polka dot dome. Yerp, kawump. She landed right on my noggin, Boogity. And that's when it happened. All of it, my memory came back. I was holding onto this in secret. It's a Cobalt Star Shard. Yep, it's one of the same Cobalt Star Shards that you've been searching for. If you find all the Cobalt Star Shards, you'll be able to save the kingdom. That's what you all believe, isn't it? But, even if you restore the Cobalt Star, defeating the Shroobs will still be impossible! You plan on scooping up all the shards, right, Whiskers? Yeah. No, don't! Don't do it! Hold up! You have to explain yourself, you dingus! The Cobalt Star is attempting to communicate with us. I, of course, am programmed for translification. Aha, something ahead. A strong power beckons. Yes, hurry. And then it straight up left us. Sounds like we're on the correct pathway. Back to adventure.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, let's go do that thing that Toadbert very, very, very clearly would like us to not do. This seems like a wonderful idea. But, like I said, nothing is ever easy. Always gotta do things the difficult way. Alright. Bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, pouncy. So fun. Throw the babies. Ain't got time for babies! I've got only twirling in mind. Let's see. I don't think I can actually make that jump. Hold up! Hold your assortment of 11 herbs and spices. Aha, I see. We chose poorly. Very well. Then what we gotta do is, well, firstly, we have to get over to the babies without engaging in a fight. We might be able to pull that off. And we did! Awesome. Although, I don't know if we're going to be able to do everything we need to do. Okay, I guess he's just stuck there for now. I'll work with that. Alright, I probably should have unrolled the Mario Brothers there, but hey, what are you gonna do? Alright, keep it going. Nope! Keep it going! Don't turn back to normal, you now! Stop! Yeah! Okay, I am doing something wrong! Very clearly. I guess I went the wrong direction or something? Okay. So that's certainly a problem. Also, this is an even worse problem. Okay, how about this not be a thing that happens? Alright, no, literally, please stop. Okay, I never wanted to do this, but no. Nope. I ain't fighting with those things with the baby solo style. Ain't having that. Of course. Are you actually factually serious with the things that are transpiring? Oh my god. Alright, shame for display. Alright. Alright, here's the thing. I already know that this is going to take me a while, and this thing is not going to help. So, I'm going to murder it now. And I'm going to murder it in a very, very time-efficient way. Mix Flower, I need you now more than ever before, let there be no doubt. Must make a gigantic supernova of fire and flame and brimstone and pain and power, and I will burn your stupid faces. There we go. That's a sizable boom. Bruh. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Okay. How I messed the timing up that badly? I really can't say I know. Okay. How about we try this instead then? Okay. As long as we're all focusing on a singular enemy to begin with, I think this will work. Yep, okay, good. Keep it going. Screw it up. Screwing it up. Why I gotta do it this way? Alright. Red Shell. Defeat all that oppose us. Just keep up the momentum. There. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that was much more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was gonna be. Ah. I specifically used the Mix Flower because I thought it would save us all the time and trouble. I was wrong. Turns out, big surprise. Alright. So my best guess is I did not go the direction that the game wanted me to. Either that, or I'm just in general really bad at this. Alright, keep it going. Alright. There's just not enough time to make the jump there. Unless there is. Oh, no, there totally was the entire time. How did I genuinely don't understand how I messed up that badly. Alright, although, at the same time, this is clearly not the direction we needed to go. So, I don't even know what the hell. Okay. Although I did get something called a hit-free badge. That could potentially be something cool. Use as many attack items as you like until you take damage. Oh. Okay. I'll just give you that, Luigi. Alright then. It may not last too terribly long, but, because, let's be honest, I'm going to get hit a lot very quickly, but I'm going to try anyway. Would you stop throwing your weird space babies down here? You ain't no Xenomorph. You ain't have no facehugger piranha plant monsters. Alright. First things first. This way. Go, 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 go! And apparently this is the way we need to go. It was that easy. Why is there another divot? It looks like you have to jump on one and then go on to the other. Video games. Really seemed like I was doing something wrong, but it turns out I just wasn't doing it correctly. That is so lame. I can't even put the words how lame that is. All right, looking around, and big red shiny button. All right. Thing is, we can't bring the babies up with us over there, so let's just completely ignore you, because I hate your stupid face. And that's putting things exceptionally lightly. And a helicopter. Whoop whoop. And there we go. Hopefully there'll be a wondrous pipe invention thingy around these parts that will allow us to reunite. Because I don't know how the babies would get up here otherwise. Looking around, does not appear to be the case. I find this more than a little distressing so far. Oh, there it is right there. Ha Why you gotta go and do that, game? You really kinda actually concerned me for a moment there. I was like, because I genuinely had no idea how I was expected to get the babies up there. Thank you, convenient pipe thing. Alright, now we begin our lookabout. Question I just now realized, and I can't believe I didn't think of this before. How did Toadbert and I for some reason, I'm blanking on the name. How did they both get out over here so fast? Past all those things, I don't understand. Keely Koopa? Monster! Danger! Cobalt Star! What you talking about, lady? Mario, my sketch. The sketch I drew. The answer is there. The hidden answer. I mean, I can clearly talk, so I don't know why I'm not just telling you. And behold, ladies and gentlemen, the literally only time in the entire game where you have to use the touchscreen. Rub the dirt off. Alright, let me just hang my handy-dandy stylus. Alright, let's rub some dirt here. Alright, let's see, is there anything over here? He says, knowing that there isn't. I just really like cleaning this. As an artist, I find it very upsetting that you would allow a piece of artwork, regardless of how scrawled up it may be, to be in this manner. Looking around. Ah, that's much better. Alright. Oh, that's what we want to look for. So I'm going to clean up everything around it first. Don't mind me, I just have a problem. Gotta clean it all up. Here we go. I'm sure this is nothing completely plot-changing or anything. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. Even though I didn't rub all the dirt off of it. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Mario, what you see there is... Well, okay, suddenly this thing. Hey, it's that thing we fought at the very beginning. Although it clearly isn't. Oh, now they're both mushrooms. That's a problem. I mean, it's clearly not the same one because that's in the present, so... Unless it also time travel. Then again, I guess it could have jumped into a time hole. But then how did it get all the way over here? The question is, can I jump on that? An Elder Shrooboid. No, I cannot! The answer to the question that I was asking is no. That's not a stylistic choice. Those are spikes. Cannot hurt. Cannot jump on him. Good to know! Then I guess I have no choice but to resort to shell-based technology. And unfortunately, our friends have been mushroofied. Which makes me remember that, yes, everyone that gets turned into one of those mushrooms does get turned back. So, oh wow, that really is how it works. That is awesome. Lost my train of thought. That one toad who got turned into a mushroom way back in the beginning that I thought, like, I don't know if she ever turns back, so she might as well be dead. No, she also does, in fact, get turned back, so thank goodness for that. And I am making marginally no progress. Oh, boy. I see you prescribed this nonsense. Okay, yep, there's a... Well, that was the most random thing. Okay. Alright, sure, whatever, dude. Let's see. I guess I could use the mixed flowers, but that's really not an optimal thing to do here. I think the red shell really is just about my best bet here. Unfortunately, I don't have any more free items with Luigi. Completely squandered it right out the get-go. Only got one free item out of that. Very unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna stop twirling Baby Mario because that just makes things way too friggin' hard for me to actually do anything with. Alright, just gotta keep on using them until I don't got them anymore. Which is unfortunate. Then again, I should probably stop when I have at least one, because then Luigi can still take use of the attributes of the badge that he was given. Alright, let's try this again. And let's see, what are you gonna do? Okay. Alright, he's gonna do this, he's gonna run up there, he's gonna thwack it. And then Luigi, there we go. Alright, nobody got injured that time. Ain't that fantastic? You know, this is a terrible, terrible idea, but I really don't have a lot of options. Options, I have very few. Most of my bro items require jumping of some nature. At least all of my better ones. Alright, fine. I guess we're gonna have to resort to the green shells after this. Not nearly as good. Come on. Why did I push that button of all the buttons? Okay. I clearly retaliated, so I'm not sure what the deal with that was. Let's just give it the old ultra drops here. There we go. Let's just see how much damage a normal hammer attack does. Not much, really, if we're being honest. Okay. You are one weenie of a boss, I gotta admit. If it weren't for the fact that I can't jump on you, you really wouldn't be any problem whatsoever. And I find that immensely angering. Forcing me to rely on items that require really good timing that I don't have. Alright. Come on, me! What's the deal? I might just have to start using the mixed flowers purely out of spite at this rate. My goodness. At least then I'm dealing at least 100 points of damage. This is clearly not working out well for me. Come on. Can I at least... There! At least I made it last until the thing broke. Just about all I really can hope for myself at this point. Really only got those two attacks, huh? Very weird. Alright, might as well see what kind of damage we can do with this. At the very least, it's gotta be more than 80. Assuming I don't completely screw up the timing again. Very possible, very possible. Wrong button, and I screwed it up. As a result, I do slightly more damage. Not much, not much. Okay, let's try again. Come on, can I at least get to maybe 200? I really feel like that's not an unrealistic goal, honestly. Yeah, come on. 120, good enough. What? I don't understand. I'm retaliating. I'm retaliating to the best of my possible ability, and it's still not working. He still hits me. And I'm not too fond of that idea. So if you could stop that, that'd just be the best. Keep it going. Damage. Why? Why, timing? Why? Ugh, this is the most frustrating. Be dead. Okay. Why did he fall over? I have no idea why he did that, but I'm capitalizing. Go, go, go. Nothing made him fall over. He just sort of plopped onto his face for no reason. I'll take it, but I don't understand it. Well, at least if he's going to be doing something I don't understand, it should be in my benefit. Could the baby stop attacking for a second? Yeah, thank you. The bigger ones do more damage. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. 416. I can take that. All right, now we do it again. And we never stop doing it until he's dead. I mean, granted, he's obviously gonna get back up really quickly, so gotta do as much damage as I possibly can while I still can. Because I'm gonna have to resort back to those other methods until he randomly... Okay, I screwed that one up bad. Dang it, before things happen. Okay, at least, still. And no. Okay, it goes way up, and then he just falls over. It doesn't even hit him in the head and then he falls over, he just falls over. That doesn't make any sense. At least you could, if it smacked him in the head and then he fell over, like, my brain, I gotta lie down for a second. Like, okay, sure. I can understand that, but as is, he just seems like he's really frustrated that that attack didn't work, and just kind of temporarily gives up. Either way, victory? Not victory! Not victory! Yeah, okay, that's something you can do, apparently. You've just got shrooms living in there. All right. Ow. And your attacks do significantly more damage now. Ain't that just the best? And there we go. And he falls over again. Okay. Whatever. I'm trying to think of a more eloquent way to go about this, but I do not understand your combat strategies, good sir. They are very confusing and foreign to me. But, hey, as long as you're giving me a way to easily counter whatever it is you're doing, then I suppose everything works out well in the end. I thought it would have been weird if the fight ended there, because he was not being that much of a boss. Let's just put it that way. Alright, how much was that? 486. Yeah, you've got a big old bomb. Ain't you fancy with your explosives? The very same explosives that completely obliterated us way back when. And, oh boy. There we go. See, it hits the spaceship, but it clearly does not hit this dude. Don't make no dang sense. Well, I guess I've made my point. No sense talking about it anymore. How much do you think Mario and Luigi actually weigh? Because, I mean, I know that people like to make the Mario's fat jokes, but he's really not that big, you know? I mean, I imagine he's still probably, like... I mean, getting jumped on by anybody would hurt like hell! So it's not like I'm saying that Mario's trademark attack wouldn't actually do damage. It definitely would! I'm just wondering, but, like, to what extent? You think he weighs, like, I don't know, 220 pounds-ish, maybe? Can't say I know. What I do know is that I would rather not use my last copy flower. So... I just realized I don't have any trampolines. Wow, I need to get more of those. Well, I guess I don't really have much of a choice. Hopefully those are the last one we're gonna need. Alright. Hand-eye coordination, motor skills. I need you now more than ever before. I could have gotten away with not using the copy flower for that. Oh well. Motor skills didn't fail me, I guess. They did what I asked. Yay, Luigi! Yo! Alright. Once again, let's give Luigi more power! Woo-ha! 4? Not bad at all. And Mario himself is the only one to not level up due to that very small gap. That is unfortunate. Guess we'll keep going with your power there. Hey, Luigi. Then again, no, Mario should. He's caught up. So I'm not entirely sure what the deal is. 5! There we go. Luigi, finally dealing adequate damage. Alright, well, that's good. Although we should definitely not assemble the Cobalt Star. This is the shard that was in Toadbert's possession, if I'm not mistaken. I presume that monster attacked them, hoping to take it for its own. Poor Toadbert. Yeah, it was Keely. Poor Keely. This is a travesty. There's nothing we can do for them now, is there? Where did the rest of the Cobalt Star go blasting off to? Over yonder. Oh, no, it came looking for the piece, obviously. Oh, Happies! What a relief to see it returned unharmed. There you go. I mean, we should all suspect that this is a terrible idea, but, I mean, are we not going to question you know, the sketch. We're not going to question the fact that Toadbert really didn't want us to do it. I just don't. We have no one to blame but ourselves for this one. Indeed, now the number of Cobalt Star Shards in our possession totals 5. According to my calculators, we should now have access to Shroob Castle. Ain't that just the bee's knees? Back to adventure. If we rescue Princess Peach and defeat the Shroobs, we may be able to re-toadify these two. Even though Keely Koopa is not, in fact, a toad, so that doesn't make any sense, you racist piece of leather! My goodness. And phenomenally lucky for us, there just so happens to be a time hole here. And I guess I was wrong. Mario and Luigi always freak out when they go into a time hole. Could have sworn they got used to it after a while. Apparently not. Then again, could you really ever get used to being hurtled through time and space like this? I mean, I guess if you did it for long enough. And hidey-hidey-ho! Alright, let's just make our way back up to the top side of the castle. And actually, you know what we might just be able to do? Just maybe, possibly, it's within the realms of feasibility. Hold up. Let me try and find the way into Fawful's shop. Yo, there it is. Let's see if we can actually get anything from him. I'd actually like to at least try and get one thing from that shop. I mean, it is kind of a honking deal, and the fact that you have to find beans in order to get the stuff there, I mean, it's good equipment. So I should definitely try and get something. Yo, mister, I say to you, welcome to Fawful's Bean and Badge. Blah, 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 blah. What are you wanting? Let's trade. What have you got? Okay, utility-free badge. No matter how many attack items you use, your stock stays the same. Okay, that's definitely something you want. Greatly experience EXP received when you defeat enemies with attack items. So basically, if you get these two, you are set. Okay, good. All right. Stomp. Increase damage power when jumping on an enemy to initiate battle. That's not bad. Greatly increase all damage, both given and received. Defeating when initiating with a... Oh, that's with a hammer strike. Not bad. Greatly increase the power of the first attack used in battle. Okay, I want the utility-free badge. I'm gonna go ahead off screen and try and find more of those beans that I'm missing. Because that is a really freaking useful one, and we're in endgame territory right now, so having unlimited items would be pretty freaking useful, not gonna lie. Not having to buy them. Luigi essentially has that ability right now with his badge, just, you know, to a lesser degree. You know, because, eventually they stop working once, he gets hit and stuff. Alright. So the thing is, what we gotta do is we gotta get back to the Tip-Top Castle, and we gotta go to the time hole that shoots us into the Shroob Castle. Then we can get in and whatnot. At least I assume that's the way we're going. I'm just gonna go see Egad and see if he knows what's what. Okay, went the wrong way. Don't know why I thought that was the way we had to go. Go me. Alright, keep it going. And, ta-da, yes, we do in fact have to go talk to Egad. Thank goodness, I'm not completely moronic. Hello, my old dear friend. Yep, okay, so definitely was not that one. Egad is fine. Yo, bro, what's up? We kind of surrounded you. Hey now, back at last. You've collected quite a few of the Cobalt Star Shards now, haven't you, boys? Yes, we have. Why, you've got 5 of them. There's only one more to go. So are we going to bring up we have data about the Cobalt Star. It appears to possess the power to remove the barrier from the past castle. How'd you come to that conclusion? I mean, unless the Cobalt Star itself told you. It did. The spirit of the star materialized before us and gave us that very information. And then he gets us. I see. Well, if you got it straight from the star's mouth, it's probably accurate. The end's in sight, guys. We think good thoughts until you're all safely back here. Thank you, unnamed Toad. The time hole to the past castle is on the 3rd floor, fellers. You stay out of trouble now. Although, I guess that's not really an option at this point. And it's rather unfortunate, but very much true at the same time. Now, I would actually like to make use of this thing, which I keep forgetting is a thing in this game. There's only one of them. I think they'd be more prevalent or something. Kind of like the Healy blocks in front of bosses in the Paper Mario game. Either way, at least the first two. Anyway, we got pretty much all the Star Shard pieces that we possibly need, and although there's very clearly something horribly dubious and bad about this situation that we're about to go ourselves into, we are officially at endgame in the next part. Well, maybe not the next part directly, but in the next recording session, we'll be finishing up the game. And you know what? gotta say, I hope you guys have been having a fantastic time because while this game gets a pretty bad rep due to, I guess, its linearness, the fact that there really isn't many side quests or exploration and the like, this game definitely still holds a fondness deep down in my heart. While the later the later Mario & Luigi games have surpassed it in terms of quality, by a very wide margin, I'll admit, Dream Team is phenomenal. Apparently some people don't like it. I don't understand people. Seriously, it seems like everybody has something to complain about with all of the Mario & Luigi games except Superstar Saga. Apparently that was the only good one. I don't get it. Point is, I love this game. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We're going to be finishing it up next time, and I hope you're all looking forward to it. See you all then.